I gotta be real. This is the fastest we've hopped into an episode in probably 6 months.
Yeah, it's about fucking time. I'm sick of the shit.
100% since we started doing video.
Right.
You know, we talk about it all the time, but we really need to look and see when the fuck episode 100 is, dude. We are closing in on it quick.
I have no idea.
I know it's coming in quick. We're in the 70s, I think, when last time we looked. I bet you we gotta either be high 70s or
what up, y'all?
Low 80s. Oh, what up?
Welcome back. Welcome back to Dom Dyl. I am Dom.
I'm Dyl.
And this is our podcast.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, this shirt, let's talk about this shirt for a minute.
Okay, let's talk.
I'm gonna move into the frame a little bit away from the mic.
You're gonna fuck something up.
No,
I feel it
okay.
coming.
Look how cool. Yeezy and Drake. Or Yeezy and Drizzy.
Yeezy and Drizzy.
It's so cool. I went home this past weekend to see my best friend, basically.
I was about to say, how many friends do you actually
She's
have?
my best friends for
best
14
friend, only
years
friend.
now. Right. And she saw this shirt and she was so jealous of it. So.
If she only knew you have about 5 of them.
Well, I only have 3.
Dude,
the one is not on this way.
Let's talk about this. I ordered 2 of them, one for each of us, before ordered them.
I ordered it.
Mine still have not shipped.
And I ordered 3. I ordered 2 black and
then
one
same
white.
size. So my 2 black should have came. So I emailed the guy. He says they're in production. So they're not even printed yet. Why did mine not come before yours? That literally makes no sense.
I don't know, but I told you could have the black one if you want it.
But the problem is I'm going to cut mine into a cutoff. I don't want to ruin it. I'm afraid if I
Did you get 1 or 2?
1.
You only got 1?
Yeah.
You want to buy one off of me?
Kind of. But I feel like
I'll sell you a black one.
Honestly, I don't feel like I'm gonna wear it as a shirt much.
Dude, this shirt is so cool. When I have it on, I feel powerful.
Imagine me lifting in that, though. I would love to lift in that.
I want to cut mine and lift.
That's why I want to get a cut
But the problem is if I cut it...
Come summertime, bro, I'll be fresh.
I would be cutting their shoes off.
No, oh, so you're going to crop it.
I want to crop it.
I wouldn't do that.
I know.
But mine would just be sides. Mine would be perfect for a cutoff.
I could just cut it really deep. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Cut what deep?
Like the sleeves.
Oh,
cut
sides.
it real deep. Yeah.
I mean, mine would be all the way down probably.
Yeah, but I've been into big
but...
shirts at the gym lately, man. Can't stress it enough.
You have. Why is that?
Well, because I'm tired of people bothering me at the gym. And I feel like when I wear my big shirt, just covering my whole body, basically to my fucking knees, I just feel way more
I feel like
comfortable.
you still get approached.
Well, I do. Sorry, guys. I do, but I just feel like it's less likely if I'm covered up. Because when I look like a little whore bag, even then, though, I feel
little whore bag.
I just wear a sports bra and tight leggings and stuff. But I feel like you still shouldn't be approaching people at the gym every day.
I have been feeling myself in the gym lately, bro.
So have I.
I've been feeling
these big shirts.
Real good.
And then
Mine ain't the big
shirts, you pull the big shirt up and then you can see everything and you just are I'm so much smaller than the big shirt makes me look. Yeah. Especially the one I wore today.
That's why I like wearing a hoodies to start sometimes. And then I take it off and I a cutoff.
And it's bam. It's you fucking thought, bitches.
Didn't know you had that under there.
Right.
And I feel like I've been seeing some muscle growth here. And it's turning me on.
Is it? Can't it's snowing.
There has to be a term for getting turned on by yourself.
Conceited.
No, but actually, I don't actually get sexually aroused, but someone out there has to get sexually aroused with themselves, and there has to be there's a term for everything, dude. And I want to know what that term is.
I'm sure, yeah. Well, there 100% is a term for that. Look it up.
I am right now. So yeah, it is. It's not snowing that bad though, man. I'll take winters here.
I know the winters here are so mild, but I just I don't like snow, and that's never gonna change. That's why we're going to Texas. They don't know that, do they?
I think we've talked about it,
in
passing.
Well, we're moving to Texas for a few months. Actually, in April. My assignment that I'm doing now ends on April 6th. So we plan on being in either Dallas or Austin by May time, which is super exciting. And
it is. Up? Nothing. It's not. Oh, here it is. Autosexual.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But
this shit is so good.
So I don't really have a say. I'm just I had to go with the flow because it's her gig. But if I had to choose, I think my answer right now.
Yeah, it'd be Dallas.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, my brand finally launched. Mm-hmm. Desire to Inspire right now. Freddie's about to be hyped when he hears this on here,
Yeah, you need to talk about it. You haven't talked about it yet.
I know. So we're basically, quick gist, physical and mental health, we're bringing them together. I feel like they go hand in hand, and it's kind of a hole in the market. Not a lot of people are saying it. You get me worried when you start looking over there, but you don't know what's happening anyways.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. Keep talking.
Well, don't be sitting at the computer. But my partner, Freddie, shout out Freddie. What's up, Durf?
What up, Durf?
He lives in Dallas, so it will work out well if we can get this thing popping off.
Yeah.
I think it would help scale it.
Well, yeah, because you guys can go out together and like do things together, and you guys could podcast like together.
Yeah.
Like, you guys could use our set or make your own set, like, whatever you want.
I told him that literally all we have to do is, because we'll probably get one of these to take anyway, so our set stays consistent.
Yeah.
I said, we'll just get a DTI sign and we'll just switch out the signs.
Yeah.
So.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
So, yeah. So, though we'll be in Texas, I'm pushing for Dallas now. Now it is public knowledge.
Well, we go to Austin. He's running a marathon, like, super soon. So we're going to go to Austin in like a week. Yeah. We'll go to Austin in a week, and then we're going to decide. Everyone says Austin, but I think it's just because it's like that new, like,
yeah, it's like the
where everybody wants to be. Up and coming thing. Yeah. But I went to Dallas. Going there. We had like horrible travel experience to Dallas, if you guys remember, but we went, and when we were there and we got settled in, it was much better. Yeah. I would have liked to stay in the non like super gay community area. Yeah. Because like we didn't like, I mean, I don't,
there was nowhere to go out around
right
us.
Like I don't care about whatever, but I just felt like I wish I could have experienced.
We're not just saying like that it just seemed super gay or like,
no, it was like,
and not like even just all the gays live there, so that's what it is. Like, it was known for it.
Yeah.
The crosswalks were rainbow. Yeah. Like,
it was just like,
it was like public knowledge. Yeah, this is the gay area.
This is the gay section of Dallas, which is fine. I don't care to stay there. I just wish we would have stayed somewhere else, because then we could have gotten a better feel for what it was like. Because we could walk to places. Like, I want to live in the city, but like in a tall ass building.
Well, Fredward can give us some insight here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
and
too.
The cost of living is so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Like when you're looking at Airbnbs, like
especially when you consider like we'd be in the city there and we were in the city here, and how much it was to be in the city here.
And how much to be in the city here, we got a really cheap deal too.
And where we were though was like heart of,
and it was a fucking bougie ass place. Like, your dad was so funny walking out of the building every day.
Yeah.
He was like, oh my God. He thought he was like royalty, because like our old apartment building, you would come through the lobby and there's a doorman or a desk man. Yeah, 24/7.
Or a desk woman.
Like,
it's 2022.
Yeah, there is a girl there. Well, there's a couple girls. Yeah, your girlfriend that I always said you used to fuck around with. But yeah, you would just walk straight out. You would walk straight out of the lobby and just be like right on the street. So he always thought it was so cool. It was cool.
It was. I would go for runs, and I would come back. They just let me in. They would know every morning. They would see me. I felt fucking cool. Mm-hmm. I felt like, you see like in like movies or TV shows, like the people running through the city, and they just come running home, just walk in. That's how I felt.
Walk right into your right into your lobby,
like
and like the doors were like.
And I was unemployed at the time, which means I should not have felt like a baller.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had that was a good little place to live.
Yeah, it was very minimal inside, but it was a cool place. The gym was decent. The outside area.
The bed was
cool.
Comfortable.
The bed was comfortable.
Minus the bloodstained sheets that didn't sit right with me. I bought new ones, remember? Because they had stains on them. You do remember that.
Here's what I will say. That stain could have been a variety of things. When I lived in Indy for like 6 months a year, whatever the fuck I was there, I rented an Airbnb, and I was drunk one night eating McDonald's in my bed, and I dropped the thing of barbecue. So I cleaned it the best that I could. I know,
but I feel like if you were owning an Airbnb thing, like you should be... Well, you should have white everything, and then just like bleach the shit out of it and like circulate different things. Like have like 2 sets of sheets.
So who knows? Maybe the next people saw my barbecue, because I could not get it out.
Because it's so gross, like to sleep on.
Dude,
sleeping in someone else's bed is gross in general. So like obviously when we go to Texas, we're gonna change the sheets again.
It doesn't bother me.
It bothers me bad.
I'm telling you right now, I could sleep anywhere.
The older I'm getting, like the more I hope I don't develop like OCD or something.
Well, you have to like be home to get a good night's sleep.
No, I mean like I don't fuck with using other people's pillows and pillowcases, and like I hate when people sleep on my side of the bed. Like if you ever have friends over, do not offer our bed, and if you do offer our bed, you sleep on my side. You never let a stranger sleep on my side.
They're not a stranger. They're my friends.
I don't care. That shit grosses me out. Yuck. Because I've had friends, and I'm not going to say names.
Dirty bitches. That's what
I've had friends that have used my pillows in the past, and like
they gave you lice.
Then I like sniff when I'm sleeping. My face is like on the pillow, and I can smell their dirty, nasty like hair, and the head has a certain smell. Like it just smells like a head, but it grosses me out. So no.
You be smelling my head all the time.
Your head smells so good.
You be texting me about sniffing my head.
You smell good. Your skin smells good. Your head smells good.
Can I say I'm
your
a clean
hair smells
guy?
good. You are clean. Minus your butthole, but you're clean.
That's clean too. It just stinks.
No, it's not clean. Every time you fart, just know like your whole inside of your pants is covered in shit, basically.
There's times where I go pee and I just wipe my ass because I know I farted so much.
And I'm sure you can wipe and get some residue. And don't say you don't, because I know you're lying. Exactly. Because when you fart, you're shitting
That's why
yourself.
I don't like when you're in the bathroom and I'm taking a shit, because I feel like I can't really clean my asshole I need to. Like, when you're in there,
yeah,
I feel like
the other day you wiped it and, like...
Looked at it. I had to double check.
And I looked at it, too, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That was a very clean wipe that day. That is not what I usually have.
Do you ever wipe and like it just like slides up your back?
Yeah, not on my back. The fuck?
I guess I'm a girl though, so we have like
you
more things coming out.
Shit up your back?
It's not just shit mixed in. Like,
yo, you said you slide shit up your back.
But it's not just. I don't want to get too into it because it's really gross and like I know people don't want to.
This episode is called "Wiping It Up My Back."
No.
Yeah, it's about you.
I do though. Sometimes I have shit and like, yeah. I'm not even gonna go into it because I've had.
But no,
some, like,
I
gross
don't.
Things
but what I was saying was, I don't like when you're in there when I take a shit because I had to say I don't wipe my ass seated like
and
that.
You can't push.
Yeah,
you say I can't push when
you're in here. I don't need you to be like looking. I don't need you to hear and see and judge my every. Yeah, because I would every shit.
I analyze the.
So when I wipe my ass, I typically stand up because I can get a bend and I can get real deep in that asshole.
This girl I know or went to like elementary school with, she used to tell us like, don't walk in when I'm using the bathroom. Like, don't walk in because she wiped weird. She would hike her leg up onto the counter.
I don't do that.
And then like bend over and
I
like,
just
wipe.
Stand in
but
general.
She would like put her foot up on the counter.
And it's not like a full stand. It's more like a squat. Open. Yeah, I'm not telling you.
You squat and wipe?
Like I stand up off the toilet.
Oh, but you're still in like seating position. Like you're not straight up.
Right.
Weird.
Because I can get in there. It spreads open my asshole, but I'm not like hindered by the toilet bowl.
Ew.
I got like full range of motion in my
and you guys have like dick and balls, so like
there's not one
I guess
time
like
that
patience.
There's not one time that I've wiped my ass and touched my dick and balls.
Well, no, like patience though, like when they
Are
shit
you wiping
the bed,
back to front?
No, they shit the bed, but they're laying down when they shit, so that shit just oozes up. It oozes up and like gets all stuck in their balls, and like it's so gross. Ugh, it's so gross.
But here we are talking about it to the world.
Yeah.
You know though, this could be one of those topics that gets all the people in here.
Oh, people love it.
We need to just change our fucking name to "Welcome back to Eating Burps and Farts."
Right. That is crazy.
Shit.
7,000 plays on that one.
Which has only been like 2 months.
I know. It's going to hit like 15.
That's more than my fucking music video has in the last 5 years since it's been released.
Is it really?
Our thing is like 2,000.
You want to know something?
No.
When Brian played your music video at, maybe it was Dana and Megan's wedding, I don't remember, but I saw how many views it had, and I was like, oh my god, that's a lot. Like, I'm so jealous of how many views he has.
It's been out for years, bro.
And now here I am. You're right. Like my Gymshark video has 7,000
And here's
views.
how you really know, because it got over 1,000 in 24 hours. And then now it's been 5 more years. It's got another 1,000.
How did it get so many?
It was our first video. It's our only music video.
In 24 hours, you got 1,000 plays.
We didn't release it as a song either. So if you wanted to listen to it, you had to watch the video. That was our thought process.
Okay.
You know that video was only $400? That's a pretty good video for shooting and editing it. $400. You know how much videos like that usually cost? You don't want to know.
I don't know. All I know is you were in downtown Lorraine, weren't you?
It wasn't even downtown.
Climbing on buildings and shit.
It wasn't even downtown.
Was it Amherst?
It was around the corner from my parents' house. Like, dude, 2 blocks from my parents.
I wish I knew you then. I wish I knew when you went to the studio too. I'd be like in the studio with you, smoking a blunt behind you.
You can't smoke blunts in there.
You can't?
They make you go outside.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna say we never have smoked a blunt in there, but like the owners don't like it.
Yeah.
The owners were two like white brothers.
Yeah, and it's not legal in Ohio.
They were in like a folk band, the brothers, but the only people who recorded
what was the
there,
name?
I forget. It would come back to me. I forget what they were called, but all of the people there that came to record were rappers. It was the hood of Akron. I'm talking like 5 minutes from like LeBron's fucking childhood home.
Yeah.
Just, but we were the fucking token white boys in Akron because everybody that came through there, the recording studio was also a venue. Mm-hmm. So these dudes owned this studio, and it was like 2 booths, the bathroom, and like a bar thing. So we could throw shows there.
Yeah.
And everyone would just have each other on their shows. So it was like every other week we're doing a show here. It was pretty legit.
No, your mom used to talk about it.
My mom used to come to shows everywhere.
I know.
They only came to one in Akron, though. Because it was mixtape release
She'd be
party,
like, I'm going to support him no matter what. Yeah, I mean, she said they were the only white people in the crowd.
Mm-hmm. But we'd have the most people. We'd be selling the most tickets.
That's crazy. You guys weren't bad, though. And I saw Dane, like, that when he gets, like, really drunk and, like, dances and, like, raps and, like, the way he moves. Love it.
You should have seen the amount of concerts that me and him put on, like, in our dorm room. And not even just, like, our music. Like, we would turn on music and just
I would love to see how you would act in your concert. Like, what movements you're doing and, like, how are you interacting with the crowd? Because I saw Dane and, like, I know how he would be acting.
There's a few videos out there floating around.
Yeah.
There's a few.
I should try to look them up. Are they on YouTube?
I don't know. They're probably, honestly, like, I'll show you when the memory comes up on Facebook because my dad had posted some. So it'll pop up eventually and I'll show you. It was our first show ever, though, so it's a little stiffer than they would be after that.
Yeah.
I was the one where I met Freddie. Shout out to Freddie again. That show, it was a good time. And then everybody afterwards went to the strip club and got fucked up, and me and Dean got stuck driving someone home and never made it back out. We didn't even get to go enjoy the after night.
Dang. Yep. That sucks. Did you make any money doing it?
Not much, like $50.
A concert or total?
Technically, like, the first concert we made like $50 probably. And then, like,
how much did it cost to come? Or was it free?
They asked us to come, but we had to sell tickets. And then, like, we got, like, cuts of whatever tickets we sold. So it was like, you got like $2 per ticket you sell. And tickets are like $8.
Okay.
So we made like $50 at that one. And then, like,
you
other
like,
ones.
you would think you would get just a cut of all the tickets that came.
No,
like, regardless if you got them there or not, because you're performing.
It doesn't matter. They want you to bring people in to, like, eat and drink and shit.
Yeah. Well, him and Dan been talking about getting back to it.
We were talking about it last night. It's just hard to find time to do it.
I mean, we're going home in April.
Time to, like, sit down and dedicate to writing.
Oh.
I have so much other shit going on that it's like, because it's not just...
You know what you should do?
I'm pulling at you right now.
You should make a new song and then try to make it a TikTok song.
That's a lot of... No, like, there's...
That's what... You guys got to make one certain part, like, one 30-second part of it that is, like, TikTok-y.
We could have popped off back then if TikTok was a thing.
Yeah.
Because you do, like, the open verses. You could just do, like, freestyles to... Like, all those TikTok... You probably don't see them because you're on the same TikTok. That's what's crazy about TikTok is how different your timelines are.
And there's so many TikToks out there.
I see so many where it's, like, people will be like, like, if I was on this person's song and they just do a verse over a popular song all the time.
Right.
Then, like, just people freestyling to beats. Like, they'll just put it on. And that is way easier to watch and, like, catch on than me releasing a song and just hoping that someone listens to it.
Well, yeah, and you have
you
way more traffic, though. Like, you don't have to search something to find you.
And you don't have to create a whole song.
Right.
You don't have to make a hook. You just spit a hot 16.
And you can use someone else's beat. Like, that's what's cool about TikTok, too. There's no copyright.
I'm about to start rapping on TikTok, bro.
Seriously, though, like, that is what people need to be doing. If you want to pop off, go to TikTok. Like, a lot of these artists, like Doja Cat, she was big, TikTok. But TikTok is what made her big.
YouTube is what got her big. It's the cow one, bro.
No, it's not even the cow one, though. I'm saying, like...
Yes, it is.
Because I've known Doja Cat for a really, really... Since, like, I went to Kent State, I've been listening to her.
Just YouTube.
But
TikTok was not a thing when you were at Kent State.
I know, but like now everybody loves her, and it's because of TikTok. Like her concerts and stuff, people post her concerts because she's a really good performer and like she's always dancing and stuff. But like any little artist right now, like it's crazy. TikTok is the shit. And you and Dan can like collaborate on a TikTok.
Yeah, I know. We
Like,
could literally
that's
just
what's
send
so
them back and
cool.
forth, and I just cut it up and put it out.
Yeah.
We do
Like,
back and forth bars. I'll be honest, that's something we've always wanted to do, like a back and forth song. We never did it on like a grand scale.
yeah.
Those are like some of my favorite kinds.
Dude,
Like Glow, how they go back and forth. Your boys right here.
I know. I want to make a song because I watched Billie Eilish's
Doc,
documentary.
you think you have Billie Eilish talent?
No, fuck no. But all I know is that I didn't realize that people went like line by line. Like I thought that they would like
Bruh.
spit the whole thing or like
No, so
sing the whole song right then and there and then get through it. I didn't realize that.
you're
Like,
lying.
I didn't know. I literally
If you
did
were
not
to-
know. No, I'm not
No.
lying.
If you were to write a paper for school, do you write straight through or do you edit shit out?
Well, I know
and like
that,
really sit down and
but,
think
like,
about it?
I didn't realize that. I thought like you would write the song, like take your time, write the song, or like, you know, like you might not have a few lines. You might need to like think of something, but for the most part, like have your song ready to go. You put your beat on and you go through it. And if you fuck up, then you can either cut it out or you restart. I didn't know how it went.
What
But line by line, you can make any
I will
line sound
say-
good if you keep trying to practice it.
at certain points there's like you like get in a groove where you're trying to write and like a whole bunch of lines are coming and you might not get the lines but you'll get like the melody that you want to say things in.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's just about like trying to fit words into that like cadence.
Dude, can I use
Or like
these
if
mics?
you skip through, yeah, me and Dane recorded on these exact mics. Our entire Christmas album, Turkey's calling us on these mics.
Wow, I should try to write a song.
I-
Short, 2 minutes.
I edited our voices and everything for the Christmas one.
Really?
It took a lot of time and it still don't sound great, but we were like, fuck it. Why are we going to pay somewhere to do like what we're just doing to
Right,
joke
and it's just a
fuck
joke.
around?
Right, it's just a joke around. I keep.
That's how we
burping,
started
sorry.
in the first place.
Sorry, everybody.
We actually started writing. I am too now. Thanks a lot. In high school.
This is. Whew.
Like we started to write in high school. We were
I
like
wrote a
14,
song.
but like fucking around. Like it was literally jokes like Saturday Night Live shit. And then we waited 4 years, came back freshman in college.
I wrote a song when I was like in 4th grade.
Do you
And my
remember
mom
it?
and sister found it. Yes, I remember it, and they always sing it to me.
Bless up.
Sorry, guys. I'm just going through it right now. But yeah, I wrote a song, and I don't know. I'm gonna try to write a song, everybody, and it's gonna be definitely rap or something along the lines of that.
It's gonna be our new intro.
I want
Dom
to find
Dyl.
a new intro. We
Dom
should.
Dyl.
We should rap our intro, like something really funny. It only has to be like 15 seconds, like going back and forth, and then once we have it, we can use it every episode. But that would be hilarious, right?
I've never heard anything you've written.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I want to.
It would be like joking. No, it wouldn't be.
I
like,
guess I could write it for you if it really came down.
Yeah,
to
but it doesn't have to be like hardcore or anything. Like it's just gonna be a joke about something. I don't know, like podcasty, lighthearted, funny. 15
Okay.
seconds.
we gotta
quick
find a
as
beat or
fuck.
something.
Yeah, find a beat.
Because I'll
We
tell
go
you,
back and
it
forth.
ain't the one we got.
No, it's
And
not.
you have been talking about getting like a new intro. That's one way I would do it because I'm not just gonna find another beat for no reason.
No,
Like,
we should make our own and make it our voices. 'Cause I think that would be more appealing.
Okay.
So-
We'll see. We'll see if this actually happens, folks.
Yeah, we'll think about it. My hair's
We
falling
will
out.
see. So is mine.
No. I should
Yeah.
we should like,
What?
would you ever wear like a toupee
For a joke or for serious?
for serious? But like
No!
a natural looking one.
No.
Like I've seen these videos on TikTok where like they will like cut, like make right up here very bald,
Uh-huh.
and then they keep the sides and all that, and then they put like they stretch like this piece of like fabric that has hair on it,
It's like you're laying grass.
and it sticks to your head. They glue it down, and then they give you a fresh cut, and they make it all line up and look really good.
Nah, I
And
don't.
you have a full head of hair.
First of all, don't trust it. Second of all, it sounds expensive.
It would look good.
On me.
Would you, if you could have any hairstyle, what would it be? Like if you could.
So like where it's longer, like longer, like all over, but it's just messy. Like I don't have to fix it. Like I could, like that's my
Just
look is
like throw it back.
where like it
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter
hot.
like it doesn't matter if I slept in it or like if I actually want to fix it, it could look cool. But like I could just roll out of bed and just like run my hand through it and be good.
Like a little flow type thing.
That's hair that I want. I don't know what that style is, but that's what I've always wanted. Just I'm good. I walk out the door. I don't have to do anything.
That's hot. Reminds me of that Mean Girls. Your hair looks sexy, push back. You don't remember
Don't
that?
remember that line.
Oh,
Dude, you know what I just thought about?
what's up?
So first of all, I had to take a wine break. But we haven't talked about my experience last weekend yet. Or yours, really.
Yeah,
You
I
talked
know.
about how you went home. Do you want you to talk about yours or should I talk about mine?
Well, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, we just went out and had a good time, basically.
Okay. So
It was just a good old hangout sesh with my friend.
Dami was gone, and for my job, we have offices here in Denver, a New York office, and a Des Moines office. And this girl was coming in from New York, and she said, "Hey, we should all get together. Like, I'll make a reservation at Happy Camper, which dope ass spot anyway. Love it."
Whips feta. My shit.
Well,
We could make that at home, but continue.
For sure.
I could look it up.
so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go out. Like, Dami's out of town anyway. Let's go hang out with some friends from work."
Yeah.
So I'm like, Bengals are playing playoffs. I'm going to go a little early, catch a few beers before everybody gets here, watch the game. So I go, park in our normal garage, free restaurant parking.
Right, like we park here, but we always are only there for a few hours, then we leave. It's a free lot.
So, well, by the time like the game's over, we're here for a few hours. We go across the street for a few drinks. I'm pretty well fucked up. And I'm like, I knew already, like I probably wasn't driving home. Like I was going to end up Ubering. But I was like, I don't even want to drive my car to another garage at this point.
But the thing is like at this point though, he texted me and he said, "I'm leaving my car in like the lot in the lot." But like the way you worded it, made me think it was the lot that we always used to park
By
at,
our
old apartment, because you said something.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, "Oh yeah, your car's good there. Like don't
one
worry."
of the girls with us doesn't drink either, so I remember when we were leaving, I offered, I'm like, if you want to drive our car over here so you don't have to catch your Uber, you can just drive my car and we'll leave it over there. Like, I'm leaving my car regardless. Well, the next day rolls around. Dami gets in from Cleveland and she
tired.
like immediately comes home, eats, and then I'm like, hey, can you take me
And I
my
was
car?
so tired. I was on like 2 hours of sleep.
I'm
We
like,
went out
I just
to
wanna
like
get my
5
car.
in the morning the day before.
I want to get this over with. I don't have to worry about it later. Let's go get my car. We pull in the garage and I'm like, my car's not here. Like, I know where I parked. My car's not here.
And I'm like, well, it's in the other lot. Like, you texted me. You were drunk, but you texted me and you said,
and so now
like,
I'm in my head like, oh, I do remember mentioning to someone, like, let's take my car. Mm-hmm. So we go to this other lot. She drops me off. I run inside. I know immediately it's not there. I park on one ramp because it's never a full lot, ever. I've never seen a parking lot even like half full.
no, it's so empty all the time. That's why I love it.
I kind of wonder how they make money. Actually, it was $40 for me to stay that one day overnight, and people buy like $300
And it's already
month passes.
there, you know? Like, what all do they have
Yeah.
to run? Like, the lights and the fucking
True.
thing that opens and closes. Like, it's an open building. They don't have to
True,
heat
true.
it, you know, or anything.
So I immediately know my car's not there. Luckily, before we left the first garage, I took a picture, called this fucking tow company. Then I don't know.
And I'm like, fuck this. We're going home, bro. Like,
I don't know
I am so
the
tired.
address of the garage it was taken from. I don't know my license plate number. I don't know my VIN number. I'm like, they have no way of finding out if my car is there. So I gotta like log into all these weird ass apps, figure out my license plate number, and call her back. They had my fucking car. And at this point, we're like, fuck it.
I hear her over the phone. She's like, yeah, it's going to
You
be
need
like,
an appointment
it's going to be
tonight.
$385.
$345.
$345.85 today.
And you need an appointment to come in, so you can either do 3:15, and that's all we have today. I'm like, can I just come tomorrow?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, walk in anytime. The next day I go, fucking knock on the door. She's like, do you have an appointment? I'm like, no, I was told I could just walk in. She's like, well, you need an appointment, but just come in. Takes me in. She's like, well, it's a holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day, so it's going to be an upcharge. Now it is like $385, $390 for, well, I don't fucking know.
$400.
Fucking stand here and wait for this bitch to dig my car out because I don't have an appointment. It was buried. The amount of cars that they towed in 24 hours is insane. It was buried.
You said there's cars that are there for like 3 months.
I was struggling to back out. It was so tight. Like I had to like go around.
But it's true though, because if you're charging $400 for him to get his car out,
the hookup fee itself was $200.
Like,
so at minimum, you're paying at least $200.
People don't have, especially like around here. There's a like, it's expensive as fuck, and like anywhere really, the $400 can make or break you. Like,
and literally for nothing.
Because I parked wrong. Like, okay, I get
I
it.
could have paid for a monthly spot at that place and save money.
Yeah. Like, you're better off parking on the street and just getting a fucking parking ticket. Because all they're going to do is just give you a parking ticket. They're not going to tow your car.
I know. And honestly, I thought I would get a parking ticket in that garage. And it's like I was a repeat offender.
No, because it says we'll tow.
I know. But I've been in places like that before. Like, roads will say we'll tow. You still get a ticket. Like,
yeah, just give me a ticket. I'll pay the
Kent
ticket.
State, I used to park like downtown and leave my car sometimes. And they would say they would tow. And I just get tickets.
Yeah.
You know you could waive like college town parking tickets like that? I waived like my first 3.
Why? You just say I'm a college student? I can't afford it?
It's just like a thing. Like if you go through the process of actually going out of the website, there's a thing that you can get them waived. Like they have like...
But if you are a college student only?
No, this was just through the website on the back of like a ticket. I just went on there to pay it.
Interesting.
And I saw like, is this your first offense? You can waive. Like so it keeps track, but I waived like 3 of them in a row. And then like a couple after that were like $15 each.
Yeah. Parking tickets were not bad.
Let's go.
Like $25. But I got a parking ticket one time in New York.
Well, you're in New York.
That one was $120.
Why are you driving in New York?
We drove to New York from...
And you drove in the city?
Well, we parked in Brooklyn, but yeah, we drove. I had to drive through New York City, Times Square.
I'm cool,
to get home. But no, we drove to
How
New York.
was that?
It wasn't bad.
I drove through Chicago and I don't like it.
What's bad is the pedestrians. Because people don't give a single fuck, like, at all. So, like, that is what sucked. But no, it wasn't bad. But we parked on the street of Brooklyn. And they do street cleaning.
Like street sweepers?
Yes. And I was there at that time. So it was $120. And then we fucking got we drove to be cheaper. We didn't want to fly, so we drove to be cheaper. We got a ticket on the way there. And yes, and it was like a $15 ticket, but I didn't find out about it for like a year later, and it ended up being like $100.
How did you not find out?
I don't know. Like something came to my mail, but like my parents were like, I don't know, because they would check the mail and stuff. But like I don't know. But it came to me a year later, or like maybe it was a few months later.
So they probably just saw your name and threw it away.
But I ended up getting a shit ton of late fees, basically. And it ended up being $150.
That's not even bad. A year late fees is
It wasn't a year. It was like 4 months.
Dude, that is not even
But then
bad.
a parking ticket. And I was like, for all of this, I could have just flown. Like $240
That's like when we were in Myrtle Beach.
$40 later.
When we were in Myrtle Beach, we debated staying another night. And I was like, I don't really feel like paying for this place again. Like, let's just go. And then I'm getting a fucking ticket on the way home that was so fast that it was a reckless op. And I had to hire a lawyer to show up for me so I didn't have to come back for my court appearance. I ended up paying over $1,000 in fees.
Dude, you want to know something that happened to me? And it was one of the most embarrassing things of my life. To this day, I think about it I think about it all the time. So, I got into a car accident, a little fender bender, because... We were pulling into Chipotle, whatever, and it was Halloween. So, I'm in my costume. I'm dressed up as Slutty Edward Scissorhands, okay? Slutty. And... it was so cold. We're going to Chipotle. We're turning left at a red light, but the arrow was green. But I didn't notice that the car in front of me was stopped, like almost in the intersection. And I whipped around the corner and smacked right into the back of them. And whatever, went to court, got off, but I had to go to like a 3-hour car teens class, basically. So I went to this class, and there was this girl that I know, and she had a sister. And she walked in, and I'm like... calling her by her sister's name to have her come sit by me, and I kept saying her name, but I'm saying the wrong name. And then she finally...
was she even acknowledging you?
No.
You would know.
Embarrassing.
If someone started calling you Alexa, you would know they meant you, though, right?
I know, but she was like ignoring it, and so then I kept saying it, and then she came and sat by me, and then we were talking, and then I left. No, I left, and then I thought about it. And she didn't call you out. No, and I was like, wait, that was her sister. Like, I felt so stupid because I could tell when I was calling her name that she was like kind of irritated, like rolling her eyes. Like,
if someone called me Jacob, I would not even take offense. I'd just be like, that's my brother. I would not take offense to that at all.
We went I don't know. It's like embarrassing because I should have known her name. Like, we went to school together. I saw her every fucking day. Like, Yeah, embarrassing. But yeah. And you know what's even crazier? It was a fucking snowstorm that day, and my car spun out and went into a ditch. On the way to this car teens class.
You got a fender bender. Now on your way here, you spin into a ditch. It was a
snowstorm. They let us go early. They only made us stay for 1 hour because the roads were getting so bad. And I drove there, and my car spun out and went into a ditch. And I was like, fuck this.
Did you get your license, like, as soon as you could?
Yes. And I was so afraid. I told my mom I'm not ready. This shit is scary. You had to go through driving
school and shit?
Yeah.
I didn't
and my driving instructor, some people don't.
That's why I didn't know.
Me and Michaela, we went to the same driving school, and we went to the one in South Amherst, right by Krieg's, and the guy that taught it was so fucking creepy. He was in love with Michaela, and like he would pick us up, and we would do like our in-cars or whatever the fuck they were called. And he would tell us about how all these girls would get him in his car, drive him down these gravel roads, and like try to fuck him or give him a blowjob in the back of the car. No, he would not. I swear to God. Listen, though.
There probably is bitches who do that, though, who can't drive.
He was like telling us all of this. He would sit there, he would smoke cigarettes while you're driving in the car with him.
What is this, 1970s?
It was so unprofessional. Yes. But he was so creepy, and like the things he would say were just so creepy, and they were just not okay. And like one time he drove me, and like we dropped something off at another person's house for him. Like basically I was like running his errands for him, and it was so weird. But then a year later, a thing came across on Facebook that he was arrested for sexually harassing and assaulting people at that school.
I'm honestly surprised like you or like your friends weren't contacted just like to ask like, are you guys coming forward too or something, you know?
So creepy.
Like I'm just surprised like they didn't just look back through everyone who worked with him and like ask them just to like cover their tracks.
Maybe it was just sexual harassment. I don't know if it was actually assault, but yeah. I could see it being assault. He was so fucking creepy. So creepy.
Would he be arrested though if it was just harassment, or would he just like lose his job?
I mean, like you have these young girls because it was a lot of times just me and him,
right?
And he would always be like, "Are you sure you don't want to go to Dogs and Suds? Are you sure you don't want to go there?" He's like, "I'll take you out. I'll pay for you."
I'd be like, "Hell yeah, dog."
No, I was like, "I don't want shit from you. I want to go home.
Get me a foot long weenie."
No.
A root beer float.
No.
You ever been there?
Just with the root beer float. I don't like hot dogs.
You're tripping, dude.
Hot dogs are fucking foul.
My fucking driving instructor was the preacher from like my family's church that we grew up in.
Ew. Also creepy.
He owned a driving school. So like his wife would teach the in class. Like she taught my classroom. And then he would drive me. He would show up to my high school and just stand outside of his car with me. Honestly, God, it reminds me of Eli Gemstone. For real. I'll show you a picture of him after this. Let me actually find him.
I thought you meant Jesse for a second. Righteous Gemstones, everybody go watch it.
No, it's fucking Eli because he's older, bro. He looks like Eli. Or not, he don't even look like him. He just reminds me of him. Which you might not even think so because, like, you don't know him. That's fucking Eli Gemstone. No, but like, you can tell he's old,
Eli has black
country,
hair.
Real preacher like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like how all them dudes are.
Right.
He fits the mold for the show.
That is so funny. Just sitting there waiting for you.
Old hillbillies.
You ready to come in my car, Dylan?
No, not sitting there. Standing outside the car waiting on me.
That's so funny. Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, were you going to church at that time?
No. And there were times where I would skip school and then I would come back and I would be walking up the parking lot and have to come up like behind him. So like I'd have to like stop, see him there and like go around back through the school and come back out. Yep.
Sneaky bitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. You know what's also crazy? That I was thinking the other day about my skewed view on religion because going to a Catholic church is so fucking like hardcore, basically, like hardcore as fuck.
I think any of them can be hardcore.
Like I would go to my dad's side. They would go to Catholic. They would break the bread and drink the wine, and they'd be singing all those scary songs and like have all those smells, and they would be like
up and
splashing.
down, up and down.
Yes, up and down. Take a knee, sit down, take a knee. Like I feel like no one even understands what's going on in church. Like you're just all sitting there listening, but I don't understand what's going on. And it was just kind of scary to me. Like,
how young were you, like, when you stopped going?
Probably, like, first grade, second grade.
Yeah.
And it just scared me. Then I would go to my mom's side, and it was so just, like, chill. They would just be all their friends there, hanging out. I mean, the preacher or whoever he is, the pastor, would say some stuff. But, like, because churches scare me. Like, it's
You
so
can't even-
scary, and
you
I
can't
don't
even
know
say,
why,
though,
but
like-
that's why. I used to be scared as fuck in that place. Like, I
Yeah,
hate
but you
this.
can't blame it that it's just your skewed view. Everyone has a skewed view. How many people do you know that actually change their religions? It's very rare. So you grow up influenced by whatever your family was influenced by, and now you're that.
Because, like, I was thinking about, like, church, and, like, honestly, watching Righteous Gemstones, like, made me realize that, like, there are churches out there that are, like, fun. Like, I've been to one that they play, like, music. It's not, like, it's obviously, like, religious music, but it's good. It's loud. They have lights. It's kind of fun. I don't really believe in what's going on, but I still think they do have some good messages. Like, it's basically, like, manifesting. I said that. Like, praying to God is basically you sitting there manifesting what you want to happen or don't happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I think people can find power in it, because you're just putting it. I just
Into the
translate that
universe.
right into
But
manifesting.
my thing about religion is, like, I don't know how someone can pick religion and, like, stand behind it so, like,
well,
wait, hang on, to fight tooth and nail and be like, this is 100% what's right, unless they've learned every religion. Like,
right.
There's so many, the odds of yours being right are very slim. So why wouldn't you educate yourself on all of them? Because I don't think, honestly, one religion has it all figured out.
No.
They're all man-made. I think that if there is a higher power, like something like that, that it is like a mix of all these things, and there's like common themes, like, and even like these stories that are in the Bible that are so like outlandish, I don't think that they actually happen this way. I think that they're like metaphors.
I mean, you have to think
for
about
certain things.
Yeah,
like,
but think about translation. How much things have
Exactly.
been translated. Things get lost in translation. Like,
No one
you
wants to
fucking watch
read-
Squid Games, and they're saying you lost it all in translation.
Right.
You didn't even get the fucking point. And we are modern day people, and we still couldn't translate it correctly.
Right.
Now you're talking about how many years ago? Thousands and thousands of years ago. Of course things got lost, and it's kind of like whatever fit in the moment. Like, oh, it says this, but we're going to make it say this because this sounds
Interpretations.
more, and it's scarier, and it's going to make people do this behavior or whatever. But I think that what they all
cults.
have in common is that they are talking or reaching out to something else and wanting something to happen, or like manifesting, basically. And that shit is powerful. It is. I do think manifesting is 100% real. I also think when you manifest it and you're saying it to yourself,
You're gonna take
you
action
have
on
more
it.
confidence in yourself. Confidence is everything.
Agreed.
If you walk into a job interview and say, I got this job in the bag, like, that's it.
I was with my phone and Eli Gemstone's looking at me.
Hilarious. That's such a good show. But yeah, that's just interesting to think about. Good show. Corrupted. But also makes sense.
Probably very realistic.
Yes. Because
It's like obviously to the extremes, but it is good.
But like I don't know. Like, I remember them.
For those of you guys who
people
don't
would, like,
know-
pass the money baskets around, and like my grandma would always give us $1 to throw in
Yeah,
and stuff.
same.
And like, I mean, this church I was at, they weren't racking in what the gemstones were making.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, for those of you who don't know, it's like a big televangelist group, and they're just bringing
like
it
that
in.
one guy.
But
What's
they're
his name?
all
They're,
corrupted
like,
and shit.
That you said to me, Joel Olstein, right? Isn't
Oh,
that
like
what you said?
in like the real
Oh,
world,
right. Like,
yeah.
that's what they compare. That's like compare, because like he's on the TV. He has these huge crowds. It's like very similar.
He's
type
100%
of-
profiting off of what he
Yes,
does.
100%. Probably so rich.
You are not taxed as a church.
Yeah.
There's no tax.
It's just interesting. Yeah. You would. Why?
Separation of church and state. Like, it's just been in there since the Constitution was
We should
written.
open a fucking church. I'll preach some shit. I'll preach. I'll say,
No, go
welcome
ahead.
to Dommy's Sunday service.
Give me your sermon.
What fucking podcast? I'm like, what's
Give me
up,
your sermon.
bitches? Welcome.
Well, they were sitting down just like this, and he was like, "We're not here to be assholes."
Yeah, he was calling people. I would be doing that too. Start cracking jokes. Start
He's
making it like a stand-up thing. Start
wild.
cracking on the audience.
Wild. So yeah, not sponsored, but go ahead and check that on HBO.
I know. No, but for real, like, damn. Because like, they just be passing money, like, buckets around. Like, okay, here you go. And like, people just
like,
throwing money in,
that
throwing
one,
checks
like,
in.
You walk in, there's like that stand just where you could drop money, and
Right,
it's just
like-
got hundreds in there. I'm like,
yeah, I'm
okay.
like, damn, what? Dude, so strange. And another
We're in the wrong
topic.
business, man.
I know, like, eating the bread. Like, I went to high school with a girl who would order the little breads of Christ off of the internet and eat them because she thought they were so good. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, that shit, like, when I was forced into going to church and they would make me go up there and like
Catholics do like every week,
eat
don't
this
they?
bread. Yes. They would say
My
body
church
of
would
Christ,
do-
and I would
yeah.
immediately feel so sick to my stomach. Like,
It's still bread.
I understand that, but I do not want to eat the body.
It's symbolic.
I don't care if it's symbolic. That is not. So you want us all to be eating you? Like, that's weird. That's cannibalism. And then the blood of Christ, like, and I know it's just wine, but like, it made me think I was
went to
eating
church,
human skin.
It's not even wine. It's grape juice.
See, that I could get behind, but I wouldn't drink the wine. And then they're just like passing it and wiping it with a fucking rag, like you're cleaning it. Like, ew.
Ours came out on special occasions, holidays, and they
Ew,
hand out little cups. Everyone got their
you went to a good church. People be drinking out of this metal fucking wine glass, and he would just take the rag and wipe it. Here you go, wipe it.
I've seen the goblets.
Nasty.
They did at Brandon's wedding because he got married in a Catholic church.
Oh yeah, you're right. And they were all no, I'm good. That shit makes me feel sick to my stomach. No.
Drink the blood of Christ.
no.
Eat his
But my
body.
grandma's never did that. My grandma's never.
Which one?
My mom's mom and dad. They didn't do all that. They just went to this little church. It was like a little like.
Yes, a hillbilly church.
Yeah, like a little
I
church.
know. They're probably Baptist.
Maybe.
They strike me as them.
Mm-hmm. They could be. It was
That's
chill
what
though.
Eli
It was a
Gemstone
good
is.
time. They would even have food there sometimes.
Not really either.
Like, it was a good time going with them. Like, okay, we can go hang out with all their little friends. Because they would always give me $1. I'd be getting dollars from all these
You're
old
supposed
people.
to give that to God.
But they give it to me. Mm-hmm. They would give it to me.
I used to love going to church because Eli Gemstone, who I showed you, his grandson was like our age. He grew up with us. They're the ones we played with them little fucking
you
toys
fuck around with him?
His mom and grandma ran like the nursery where the kids were. So they always made sure that it was stocked up with like those little chocolate chip muffins.
Yeah.
And so we knew run in there and grab some.
Yeah,
they had extra ones waiting for us. Like she would hide them off to the side for us.
That's crazy.
So every Sunday I got some muffins.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a play / reenactment of like what happened to Jesus Christ and all that with the cross and all that?
I mean, not like graphically.
Dude.
Yeah, I know, man. It's rough, I know.
Let me tell you, one time, Carlos's family decided it was a holiday. I don't know if it was Christmas or Easter. I don't fucking know.
Easter's the resurrection.
Then maybe it was probably Easter.
Yeah. Good Friday, baby.
They had people like... I was in there like on edge, scared as fuck, shaking in my boots. Like, what the fuck?
Was there a real guy?
It was a play. It was like a reenactment, and you're just in this little
crowd. Someone was playing Jesus?
People are like, yes, people are like running all these prisoners with shackles on them, like, and like you can see Jesus. He's like getting whipped, and like he starts bleeding, and they put him up on this cross, and he's laying there looking limp as fuck, and they start nailing him in, and they all look so real, and I am sitting there like, what is happening?
He died for you.
I am like, what the fuck is going on here? It was so scary,
and
I think that's why I'm so like. Ew against religion, but it's because I was scared shitless as a kid.
So you want to go to church? We'll try it out.
No, I mean, people are like, I gotta find my church, and I think that's real. Like shopping around for a church would make sense because
you don't like the way that people present things. Like,
I don't. That did rub me the wrong way. People are in there like crying and like loving it, like soaking it all in, hands in the air, like this. Yes,
speaking
amen.
in tongues and shit.
Yeah, and I'm looking around like, what is going on? Like so scary. I gotta bring that up to my mom, see if she remembers that.
I'm sure she does, but I'm sure like not as well as
people
you do.
Screaming.
Like it probably like was very.
It was traumatic. It was traumatic. Like,
no. All right, you got anything else for these people?
Not really. I'm kind of hungry.
Me either. Like I don't have anything else either. I'm hungry though too.
We go to Austin.
I might be going to Arizona in the morning.
Dylan's been on. Well, maybe next time you hear, maybe he'll be in. Maybe he went to Austin. Who knows? Arizona. But we're going to Austin in a week for his race, his marathon. Yeah, and buddy. I can't wait.
I can wait. That's like another reason I don't want to go is because it's so close.
Well, yeah.
And I'm supposed to run like I don't have anything set for tomorrow. I was just gonna go like for time probably. But yeah, that's all I got. You guys know the deal. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, check it out.
Follow us.
Follow
it's all
me
down
on
below.
YouTube.
Follow my new brand. It's also down below.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Bye.